Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and we've got this thing going on where every other day we interact with the lower band. Now, with the chart zoomed out the way it is, it looks like we've hit the lower band just about every day for the last 5 days. But if you zoom in, if you make it really, really tight, you can see that on Friday we just missed it. I think what's more important, though, is you're seeing that we are interacting with the lower band, and the Friday high was rejected. It was a failed attempt at mid-band. What I see this morning, as we get out onto an hourly chart, and I'm not going to keep you for too long, but we're going to talk about where I think we're headed this week. We've printed as high as 26. The chart of the day came out, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. I did the chart for subscribers about an hour and a half ago. And, at that point we said, new weekly pivot setting up for a test. I think that's basically the case. With a higher high versus what at the time had been a Globex high at 24.5, that sets up a move up to 30 to 32, because the purple dotted line there is a daily pivot. The new weekly pivot comes in at 32.70. Typically, anybody that's followed me for any period of time knows we like to see a test of the weekly pivot early in the week. And you can see, as you look to the left here, weekly pivot last week was 49. We engaged that Monday, Tuesday. When we were unable to get it back, then the bulls paid the price for the rest of the week. The side of the ledger, bulls or bears, that wins, that wins the battle over the weekly pivot early in the week tends to reap the rewards of that as the week stretches on. So if we do move up to 32.70, what the bears want is that's where they want the rally sell to be at weekly pivot. They want to turn weekly pivot into a wall. They want to see a push higher like we had Friday morning, and they want to see that sold off. They want to see a move here. They'd like to see it die here, obviously, make a lower low. Now, if we do come up into 30 to 32 and we reject, the bears are going to have to take out that lower low from Thursday down at 21.0775. If they can't do it, then it's just a matter of time before a support floor is created down there, and they squeeze them just like they always do. Okay, so the bears are, the bears I think have an advantage as long as we stay below the weekly pivot, and as long as these highs keep getting rejected, and we want to interact with either the lower band or very close to the lower band just about every day. But make no mistake, if that 21.0775, if that survives into the middle later part of the week, then weekly pivot will not stay on the side of the bears. You'll see another move up to attempt to take out the mid band, which is up at 46. And if mid band can be converted to support, then you can see some serious price action to the upside. So any argument that, oh, we're ramping higher, or, oh, we're overbought, or stop it. Just stop. We made a 63 half high a week ago, and we've traded down, effectively 55 handles from there. We've retraced a little bit of it, but we've come back down to make a higher low here versus this low. So the bears are not out of the woods. They can't lose this high today. If they do, and they lose the monthly pivot, they would lose the mid-band in the process and lose the new weekly pivot, then they're exposed. So the bears very much have to perform today, ideally below 30 to 32, and ideally below 0775. If they can't do that, then the pressure will really be on tomorrow and into Wednesday for them to get that done. If they can't, the bulls will end up winning the war here, and we'll head up over 47 into the 50s. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us over Twitter at Princeton Trader. Come check out the website, PrincetonTrader.com. Come check out the chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.